player you are today. But down below, deep underneath the ground,
Just 30
between the
minutes.
city portal, you have the end. A fiery hellscape with danger at every corner. It's intense, and the music reflects that. Sometimes baddies trapped in skeletons, ready to shoot you down. Crimson forests with piglets and hobbits, both hostile mobs. Nether fortresses, the most dangerous structure of all. But unfortunately, they're also the most important. The Nether makes you fear for your life. It forces you to be alert and keeps you on edge. So every move you make counts, and a small mistake could easily snowball into your death. And finally, into the overworld, far into the woods, across the deepest oceans and the tallest mountains, you have the portal to the end dimension. This is what everything has been leading up to. And it sucks. It's boring and repetitive. It's anticlimactic and uninteractive. It's almost like you're playing an entirely different game. It is, without a doubt, the worst part of every survival mode that every player has to go through. To explain why the end dimension is absolutely terrible, let's immerse ourselves in the shoes of a player to the final stretch of their journey. Venture the overworld of Minecraft. You have conquered some hell. Now we're off to the end journey. But first you have to play the most boring part of the game, finishing. Let's begin with the first issue. Eyes of Ender. What were they thinking when they made this a feature? You know what I like? Balls. Unlimited balls. We can lead the player in the direction of the end portal by having them grab some balls. Because who needs action, suspense, and excitement? When I think of fun, I think of waiting for 5 seconds for the game to decide whether the balls will fly over in RNG. The Eyes of Ender are inarguably one of the worst features in the game. Upon being released into the air, they will fly approximately 12 blocks towards the nearest stronghold. After 5 seconds, they will either survive and drop, or shatter and disappear. Then, I have so many. Why not have the Eyes of Ender fly effortlessly instead of stopping at 12 blocks? Better yet, why not have the Eyes of Ender act as a compass that points you in the direction of the closest end portal? And most importantly, why does each Eye of Ender you throw have a 20% chance of breaking? Serious question, what exactly does the Eyes of Ender breaking add to Minecraft's gameplay? Oh, but it gets worse. What if I told you that the thing that's supposed to lead you to strongholds sometimes doesn't lead you to a stronghold? Sometimes an Eye of Ender will lead you to an empty cave, nowhere even close to a stronghold. In this world, for example,
Time's up. My old friend has come to slay your foul creation. The forces of Trinity have come to take back the labyrinth from your master. You hear me, Indra? From whatever realm you lay dreaming, watching us from, your death will come soon, too.
Okay. Cool. It was actually, the end is actually really close by.
The God Slayer himself. I do not fear you, Warwick, the way the other Shizu do. They say you slew the God Emperor Solidor eons ago, before the calling back on our homeworld of Atlas. Now you stand aside this traveler from Midgard, threatening to kill my master Indra. The Ancient of Chaos cannot be defeated. You can't kill that which time cannot touch!
Analyzing life science. Anomaly detected. A shard frequency intercepted. The astral medallion, created by the Prophet of Indra. Execute the traveler. Attack pattern Omicron.
The mother's strength flows through me.
Here we go then.
My thanks, dear friends.
Target lock. Activate.
This one's mine.
Thanks for the attention, darling.
This one's mine. Guide my hand. Powers of the heavens.
Target lock. Execute.
Thanks.
Mine's painless. My turn.
My thanks, dear friends.
Activating shield. Target lock.
My thanks, dear friends.
Target lock. Execute.
Thanks.
Thank you for your consideration.
This one's mine.
Mine's painless.
Target lock. Activating shield.
Thank you for your consideration. Thank you for your consideration. I wish I had a robot of my own. Then I wouldn't have to be judged by people anymore.
Oh, okay, that's really depressing.
How much more death must be dealt by my hand before the gods take me home?
Your task is done. Come quickly, Warwick. Remember my words, traveler. The answers you seek lie in the past.
Search for Royce in the dark expanse, and don't repeat the mistakes he made so long ago. Goodbye, old friend. Call in my power, and I will be there to aid you. I'm off to find new adventures.
So is the final boss different if we chose to be a guy instead? I wonder. God forbid there be LGBTQ representation.
We must learn more about this Astral Maiden. She seems to have great influence over what's going on down there.
The Astral Maiden is an Ashtar that has been known by many names and many myths across Trinity. They call her the goddess of the River of Time. No one has seen an Ashtar in person for millennia. They cannot directly interfere in the lives of mortals.
Should we send the Traveler and the other adventurers after her, Lord Dervish? Maybe she would answer your summons.
Mark my methods if you must, but I'd welcome this beautiful goddess into our realm. I'd welcome just about anything if it could explain the madness going on down there. We need to be more friendly to the inhabitants of the labyrinth, parley with them, and learn more.
Yeah, that's never worked out, but I mean, I agree, I suppose. Even though everyone down there has so far been quick to turn to violence.
I hear that you have Lady Jacinda Brightflame in your dungeon. Have you interrogated her yet? And by interrogate, I mean tortured her until she revealed the secret she knows.
Well, we haven't spoken to the maid, the conch.
What?
Madness looks ill on your Duke Horace. I'd recommend less wine before court.
Do not insult my brother in my midst. He is still lord of this castle.
Pardon my manners, but my question was valid. Why have you not beaten the truth from her? Gone soft, Adjutant General Silmyra?
You will not touch her! She is my friend, and she will not be beaten or tortured!
Lady Jenica, mind your words.
No. Let her speak. I wish to know more about this burgeoning friendship.
I've been visiting her in her cell, sneaking her food. She sees me as a friend, and I don't think she is the evil witch that you all proclaim her. Even the most evil people in our eyes think they are the hero of their own story. If we work with her, give her a chance, she will help us. She holds disdain for her former master.
Very well. Continue your visit, Lady Jenica.
Thank you, my lord.
Well, Silmyra, I must say I'm impressed by your bastard. She is more clever than us all. Kalmir, command all the adventurers to continue exploration.
I was gonna do that anyway.
And tell that gnomish commoner Furbog to see if he can reproduce some of those machines. The cupbearer you provided me was terrible and has been sent away.
Damn. That's a lot of moolah.
Traveler, you must come quickly. Lord Lucius has fallen ill.
Oh no, who would have guessed?
Desert fever has taken root. I will do all I can for him. The fever came on quick. It overtook him in a matter of hours. I've never heard a case where the onset was so rapid.
Thank you, Doctor. I know you will do your best.
Many adventurers are reporting foul play in the labyrinth, and now Lord Lucius becomes curiously ill. This is no coincidence.
The pieces on the chessboard are moving quickly. We must be more careful about who we admit to the guild.
Yes, I'll double the guard and alert the other adventurers.
I think it's already too late. regarding the adventurers.
Leave me, all of you. Not you, traveler. You know why I told everyone you were the traveler when I found you. In my dreams, a voice spoke to me, told me where to find you, told me a traveler from our world had returned from Vandergast. Seraphine has continued to research the guild prophecy and believes Indra is trapped in the realm of Vandergast, the realm where time cannot reach. I am vexed greatly to learn that you have been to the same realm where Indra sleeps. Why is that?
I have no idea.
I brought you here and financed this guild so you could answer our questions about the labyrinth. See to it that my last endeavor was not a mistake.
I owe you nothing. I'm exploring the labyrinth because that's what we do in Yuri. Well, I guess we are. Some of the guild members are goody two shoes.
Chapter 4th. Pain and Shadow.
I've spent years exploring the land.
Business is booming since the Infinite Labyrinth was discovered.
No.
It's where the eyes of Ender lead me to. And then, strongholds. In update 1.18, Voying added negative coordinates and what's how Minecraft generates its caves. Strongholds are generated underground, and such, they will also change to generate at a wider range of wide coordinates. Forgot about Eyes of Ender. They later fixed it by making their lowest coordinate y equals 0 rather than y equals 2. But that made the issue worse. This issue has been unresolved ever since the 1.18 update and will continue to be unresolved in 1.20. It has gotten so bad, some players have started to recommend using chunk-based to find your strongholds instead. In conclusion, Eyes of Ender are easily one of the most frustrating things about Minecraft. In a game with Phantoms and Vexes, the Eyes of Ender have some stiff competition, and somehow they still manage to secure a spot at the top.
I like it.
The most painful part of the Eyes of Ender is the fact that they are even the worst part of the journey to the end. They are followed up by something even worse, the Stronghold. I can forgive the Eyes of Ender. It's frustrating, it's outdated, and frankly, I'm surprised it hasn't gotten an update yet. Now one could always argue that the problem is the Stronghold instead, which is even more frustrating and even more in need of an update. At least the Eyes of Ender.
I really wish Lady May would cut me some slack.
Well, you did electrify the bed with an untamed spell.
It was practice. Everyone practices magic at the Red Horse.
What?
Sure. You could have warned Lady May about the bed, though. Some noble from House Teals almost had a heart attack when they laid down in it.
Fair enough. I wish she would just charge us extra instead of sending us on this creepy quest.
Hey, Traveler, are you interested in helping us bring back the soul of a statue from the Dark Expanse?
It'll be fun. You can see me electrify more things, like ghosts and other dead things, and ugh.
The statue is on the 13th station. We will meet you there.
You pointed me in the general direction of a stronghold, but the stronghold itself doesn't even give you any direction to the portal. How do you find the end portal? Wonder aimlessly.
Okay, I changed my mind. This fucking sucks.
These sails are optimized for maximum play.
Hello there.
Back to the void, all of you!
It's been a while since heroes from other realms have sunk this deep into the labyrinth. You're lucky you arrived before I managed to send the Dark Expanse into a permanent winter. I'm Sir Xavier Frost. I used to say I hailed from a world called Trinity, but I've been here for more years than I can recall. What dire news. I have not seen a traveler from Trinity in over 900 years. I believe the labyrinth would never again reach there. But of course, you are here now. The one I saw centuries ago. He was looking for you, traveler.
I know.
I've seen you in my visions. The one who is bound to the labyrinth even more so than the worlds it infects. Lord Royce Holiday. I have not been able to reach him here for some time. He wanted my help at first, but this realm emanates despair. Royce chose isolation in his search for you. Either way, Vithzora will seek you with more fervor than your lost love. This I have seen too. Their blade in yours wreathed in astral energy, threatening to shear the expanse permanently from the labyrinth. What consequences are you prepared for in searching for them? Steel your heart now, traveler. This is the realm where hope is buried, where dreams reanimate to slay the brave and foolish alike.
Sir Xavier has been down here all alone. Maybe I'll do the same one day.
So, you met another hero in the New Realm? He called it the Dark Expanse. How endearing. Lord Foster is demanding you meet him in the Great Hall for a report. He demands everything. Demands for his stake to be cut for him. Demands for someone to put on his clothes. Well, after my latest trick, he'll be demanding someone guard Giamata's graveyard.
What?
How fitting. I'm afraid I'll have to demand around-the-clock watch of the local cemetery. This morning, a skeleton leapt from a wardrobe and smashed all my wine. The Dark Expanse seems to fear me already, as it should.
Doubtful, my lord. But Sir Xavier Frost, songs are still sung of his victory against the elves during the Age of Wonders.
Indeed. He is son of Octavius Frost, the human who founded their house to destroy the kingdom left to my great-grandfather, Elmore Regal.
What's her name from the Astral Wild and Me, the only women from the days of ancient heroes?
Sir Xavier was heralded for slaying the Aryan prince Arturius Regal, but disappeared soon after. I'm sure it was hubris which lured him into the labyrinth.
Well, Calmia, thank the father us humans and elves stopped arguing over the shapes of our ears and magical forests long ago. Tell me again, how was it the righteous firstborn elves of old disposed of us filthy humans who defied their will? Flayed open and strung to the treetops so the Divine One could behold your race's anatomical superiority, I do believe. I hope Xavier doesn't still hold a grudge against your people for their sins from ages past.
Sir, Xavier Frost. He's an anointed knight, my lord.
That's enough. We have another great hero to deal with, in a world with magic darker than any we have seen before. Traveler, please report back on any strangeness in this new realm.
Why would this guy be so mad for something he wasn't even alive to witness? Can I finally explore properly? Oh my god, this sucks. I can literally only see the tile ahead of me. I thought this was a fun and great idea. Strong salves. Nice.
Better keep my guard up.
The battle music's different. I'm willing to guess they are weak to light. Fuck, magic potions are cheap AF now.
This one's mine.
My thanks, gentlemen.
Yeah, they're all weak to light.
Get down, everyone! I want you all to myself!
Violence is never the answer, only the means to it.
And by maximum playtime, I mean maximum time spent.
Thanks. Thanks.
Right before the epic showdown against the Ender Dragon, you first have to spend half an hour running around doors, marking the dance, and re-evaluating your life choices up to this point. The legitimately, quite possibly the third most boring part of the game. We'll get to the second and third later. Any excitement that I would have had beforehand is completely gone by the time I finally find the airport. And even then, the game still has the audacity to introduce to me these little pieces of cookies. After all of that, we as a player finally get to go into the game. And it's all done. The end serves as the grounds for the final boss of mine. Not final bosses. Few examples come. From the elemental effect it brings me on an essay It's a nostalgic callback to all the monster friends you made along the way. It's a final stretch with a happy ending. So, the main conclusion on the pessimist route of content. Even the most goofiest of games have an opportunity to shine with their fighting bosses. Plants vs. Zombies is a game for plants fighting zombies. I can't think of any game that gets even goofier than that. And even then, fighting Dr. Zombos in an auto attack from the zombies on the rooftop of your house and Brainiac blast in the background.
I might not be very confident, but I can still be brave.
But even the predecessor to Freshy Tales has an epic showdown against someone who looks like they've watched every episode of Rick and Morty. You kind of have to ask, what's Minecraft's excuse for this weak-ass final battle? First of all, let's talk about how the fight starts. You're dropped into the end and the Pentadragon health bar appears. That's it? This is how we're introduced to the final boss of the game? I mean, I'm not saying that we'll actually introduce the Ender Dragon like this. Although it would be hilarious, and now I wish they did. Sadly, we can introduce the Ender Dragon as cool as possible, but that won't change anything about the fight itself. Fighting the Ender Dragon is the second most boring part of Minecraft, hands down. The one move that unites us all is the second most part of the game. It's mostly because
If we must fight, then I'll make it fast.
that much of a threat, compared to other bosses who actively fight back against you in every instance. And most, the Ender Dragon shoots a fireball in the general direction, which is easily avoided. The Ender Dragon is such a non-issue that you're more likely to die to the Enderman than you are to the Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon not being a threat at
5. Yes. Yes.
Harp of Harmony, calm their restless souls.
My thanks, dear friends.
more than an actual fight. First, you have to painstakingly destroy every crystal so it stops hitting the Ender Dragon. Then you have to shoot arrows at it as it wanders aimlessly. And then you hit the like button if you enjoyed the video so far. And finally, you have to do most of your damage when the Ender Dragon perches over the exit port. It's extremely defensive and uninteractive. The final boss of the game, there's nothing that really makes it special past the first one. And there's nothing really to be excited about in this fight. The most exciting thing about this fight is having it be done. Also, why is the Ender Dragon the big bad exactly? What's the player's motive for fighting the Ender Dragon? Well, the answer is simple. There isn't one. If the players want a motive, then it's up to themselves to come up with their own reasons for fighting the Ender Dragon. For some players, they say their motive is because the Ender Dragon is terrorizing the end. And by defeating the Ender Dragon, they liberated the end, freed the Enderman from the dragon's tail. But I wouldn't say free.
More like under new. Yep.
This one's mine.
Oh, thanks for the attention, darling.
actually in 1.21 the Dead's End. Loki Line, readers will complain about the lack of light, or the lack of struggle, or the lack of tenderness, because they are not the pieces that players go to the end for. They will complain about three things: shadow boxes, elytras, and the dragon heads. So let's talk about the part after the end. It sucks. Elytras are found in the one and only structure that generates in the air, the net. Once again, there are absolutely no reliable methods to find it. You just have to walk around and hope you find one by one. You also have to hope that you're lucky enough to find an exit beam with an edge. Otherwise, you have to spend a ton more time finding the net. I know what someone would
Thanks.
also hope that it has a base. What makes the nether different is the fact that there are other types of biomes and structures on the trip. There are the basic nether base that we're all familiar with, along with nether fortresses. We also have soul segments, oak forests, basalt deltas, and crimson forests. Variety. Even if I'm frustrated at not finding a nether fortress, there's still a variety.
Attention, darling. Thank you.
We have been blessed this day.
Because it embodies everything about Minecraft that I hate. It's
What the fuck is this?
and ultimately, it just isn't fun. Despite it being the most boring part of the game, that isn't what frustrates me the most. What frustrates me is just how much wasted potential is in all of this. There are so many opportunities for an action-packed frenetic storyline that Mojang simply didn't use.
Okay, great. I guess that's a thing.
Conquer the net. Make me feel like I'm about to face the hardest challenge of my life, harder than surviving the net. And they can easily achieve this by tying the story around the end. The Stronghold has libraries and prison cells and is where Toothfrost stole from Cobblestone Center. Let's redesign the Stronghold and play heavily into the account Ritual Godlord theme it almost has. The Stronghold can be changed into a structure inhabited by Illagers, which the woman mentioned in Pillager Outposts. After being exiled, some Illagers begin to explore the ancient history of the world they live in. They remember of an old folklore that tells of an Ender Dragon, with powers nothing they've ever seen before, with the strength to destroy the overworld if its soul wishes. If they can harness its powers, villagers will be at their mercy. The damage they can do great.
Oh, all this fuss over me.
Stronghold is their site of research. Some prison cells contain librarians, captured and tortured by the Illagers for any information about the area. Some prison cells contain bombs, showing that the Illagers spent months hunting down every bomb, from narrowing it down to the one problem where you have to begin. The Ender. And possible is one of the possible generator structures in the Stronghold, show that the Illagers have made great progress and are closer to the end than we think. And of course, that the Stronghold naturally spawn villagers and Vindicators. We can evoke them as mini-boss before we enter the game. Warning players who told about undying right before the actual boss fight. This will respect how hard is the enemy. Right before the villagers the end to stop the villagers before it's too late and slay the Ender Dragon to put a halt to their plans indefinitely. Until we revive the Ender Dragon. Or we can open that later. Now let's move on to the main event, the fight itself. The fight against the Ender Dragon should feel like the final battle that it is. Have the Ender Dragon actively fight back against the pit, make it more hostile, make it defend the Ender crystals, and pre-fire all players if it's nearby to a crystal that the players are about to kill. Take a mage out of the fragments book, and have the Ender Dragon dive it out and wrap the player at the same time. Have the Ender Dragon fly
Mine's painless.
Let's give the players a challenge. So it's much more satisfying when you slay
Let me help.
My thanks, dear friends.
use a bit more life. Twice as much damage and will flames into the air like iron bullets. But killing them has a chance to drop a compass that points us towards the nearest end. Give the end a bit more variety in its virus, make it more dangerous and mysterious than the venom. There's a difference between having it eerie and unsettling and having it empty and boring. The pieces are all there for a very cool and fun part of the game, and I desperately hope that Mojang realizes them. 1.16 updated the venom. 1.17 and 1.18 updated the caves in their own. It's time for the end to get some notice. But unfortunately, until they do that, until they make the end an interesting journey from start to finish, continue to be my least favorite part of the game. The only reason I even explore the end image is for the Elytra and Shell purposes. Nothing else. The Elytra is just so useful that I can't afford to skip it. It's so valuable as an end view that I've been trudging so much of the end just to get it. In fact, it's so useful and overpowered it has its own controversial history.
You know, I don't see anyone
On these controversies, check out
inflicting charm on us.
I'll see you there.
Not even the lady cultists do that for some reason, even though that would have been a perfect opportunity for it.
Harp of harmony, calm their restless souls.
Thank you.
This one's mine.
Let's put it down. Make its suffering swift.
My thanks, dear friends. We have been blessed this day.
Best trophy that the world has ever seen. The baby zombie will be added to Minecraft. However, the introduction to the game went right completely unnoticed. It was so unpopular it was comparable to the lifetime screen and living into their standards. But unlike the they eventually rose to fame between 2013 and 2019. It's the sudden factors. So what were the changes that were controversial enough that they are today? Were baby zombies better or worse in previous updates? But most importantly, what if I told you they weren't even an attempt to feature? In October drop, Mojang released update 1.4. Quite possibly the most important update than 2 years ago. Since Halloween was really close with the date of 1.4's release, Mojang decided to make it the update's name, naming it the Quick Scarier. This update would add other standards and purchased in the game, and almost every mob was given some changes to their game. But out of all the mobs, zombies will receive the biggest changes in this. They were given a chance to pick up items depending on their difficulty. They now have the ability to swarm with or pick up different tools and armor, which is something that we important later in the video. But the most significant part that mattered was the ability for zombies to infect villagers unkilled. Mojang even added a whole next cure mechanic to weakness potions and golden apples. But this is where they ran into a massive problem. They wanted the zombies to target all villagers, including the babies. They don't discriminate. Mojang couldn't just make the baby villagers instantly turn to zombies when they're infected. That would be weird. They also couldn't just make the zombies wait for the baby villagers to grow up before infecting them. That would be even weirder. How could Mojang implement a zombie infection mechanic that involves the baby villagers? There's only one thing worse than a zombie. Oh, a baby. Oh, baby villagers would turn into this very zombie. Sporting the same power and the same damage as a regular zombie for some reason, they were essentially a regular zombie with a speed buff. And thus, the baby zombie was born. what I would say if this video was wrong. 104 didn't really end the baby zombie. It ended the baby zombie. She meant the baby zombies themselves didn't really exist in the game. They were stuck with the other planet's monster Michael Jumper people because ending the baby zombie was never Bojack's primary intention. So the baby zombies had no popularity, no info, no pictures, and they served zero purpose. But after putting so much effort into making the sprites for the baby zombies, Bojack probably felt like their minor switches. So in 1.6.2, The Force of May, the baby zombies will get one key feature that will finally push them into the spotlight. After a full year of living in a regular zombie's shadow, the baby zombies will finally spawn naturally just like their regular counterparts. With a small spawn rate of 5%, baby zombies will officially enter the game and also inhabit every month the regular zombies received in 1.4. And players from all across the world were surprisingly happy for this new variant of the zombie. I personally love the idea of baby zombies and baby zombie pigmen spawning. I'm scared to get killed, but I feel guilty for killing them. Surely it's someone child abuse? Yes! Horrible abbreviation! Imagine if they outed death messages too. Everyone was slain by baby zombie. Hoping they had with more bombs. Seriously? People wrote positive messages welcoming the baby zombie. Open arms. However, the community's positive voices about the baby zombie very quickly turned sour. On October 25th, 2013, on the baby zombie's 1-year anniversary, Bojack will give them another key feature. A feature that will make them the controversial mobs that they are today. Up until this point, baby zombies were still just reskin faster zombies, even down to the hitboxes. They couldn't fit in block gaps that were very easy to attack, and most of all, they couldn't even wear hands correctly. Bojack looked at this poor, innocent child and decided to give them one more, reducing the hitbox from 2 blocks down to 1. This one gave them the final push they needed to terrorize the players. They now only had half the hitbox for players to attack, reducing the counter